Time to spring into action again!
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Ocular Max SALTUS. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have some very, very lovely artwork of SALTUS. You can see it's a window box there. He is packaged in his car mode. Up top here, we have SALTUS, SALTUS, SALTUS. On the other side of the box, we have SALTUS. On the other side of the box, we have more SALTUS. On the bottom, we have warning! Don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. And we have SALTUS and Azalea hanging out there. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. These are like Transformer! And you have a very G1-y bio card with tech specs. And you also get an old school tech spec decoder. So you can see the tech specs. Oh, nostalgia. And that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is the collector's card with another nice image there of SALTUS. And on the back you have a bio if you want to read it. And the tech specs again if that interests you. Hooray for cards. And moving right along, here we have SALTUS, which is Ocular Max's take on Springer, the Springmeister, Mr. Springeroony. And here he is in his vehicle mode, which looks pretty cool. As you can see, it's not a cartoon accurate vehicle mode, but still looks pretty good for what it is. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at some of the details. You have the yellow and black right up front. That's the typical Springer paint deco here. Flip that up there. You can see the rims are done in silver. The tires are rubber. They're done like a kind of like a very soft rubber too. They're very squishy. They're kind of squishy, and they are. I don't know if you can see. They are Formula Dog tires. Formula Dog desert tires. Say that sounds like a good brand. I don't know. You got transparent blue here for the cockpit section. It's not a whole lot of detail to speak of, but there's little fins in the back there. A little bit of yellow back there as well. And there's the back. There's the top. There is the bottom. It does roll, as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. It does roll very smoothly also. It's a nice smooth roll. I love a nice smooth roll. It's just like, it's like butter. Like butter. But there you have that. And for comparison, we're going to keep it within the more G1 cartoony Springers. I don't have Alan anymore, so we're not going to see him here today. Sorry. But here he is with Open and Plays Big Spring. Here he is with the Fans Toys Springer. And here he is with G1 Springer because he's precious. Oh, he's so precious. Now, another thing to talk about here in vehicle mode is you can open up the cockpit here. You can see you get little controls in there. And if you have little Daniel here that came with Masterpiece Magnus, he does fit in the cockpit here, and he fits in there pretty much perfectly. You can see even his hands kind of end up on the controls there. So you can have little Daniel driving around in Springer. So hey, you know, that's a thing. It's a thing you can do if you want to do it. But now let's talk about accessories. We'll show off some of the accessories now because the rest of them are mostly for robot mode. But here is his gun right here, just done in gray. You get the little flip down handle there. Pretty nice design. So you get his gun, and you also get his sword. Again, done in a dark gray here with a very light gray for the blade itself. You can store these on the vehicle mode, but you do need some extra bits for storage. And you get these two little black pieces here. Now, as far as the gun goes, the gun can plug into these ports back here. So that is one way to store the gun if you want to, but you can also use this piece right here, and this will tab in right into the side of the car like that, and then this will just tab in to this slot right there. So you can take the gun and just tab it in like so. And, you know, you have options for how you want to store the gun. I'm assuming this is more so for robot mode storage, but hey, you can use it for the vehicle mode as well. And you get this clip here, which is meant for the sword, and you just have to come all the way back here to like the thin part of the sword and just clip that on like that. And this will tab in to the other side. Yeah, hey, work with me, man. Work with me. It's squirming on me. And it just tabs into the other side like so. And there you have your weapon storage. And you can also use these for robot mode as well, but we'll get to that when we get to robot mode. And another little feature here is we can flip up these panels right here, which sometimes get stuck. There we go. Flip these little panels here, and you get some headlights, which is nice. See? So you got that going on. And yeah, that is basically it for the vehicle mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? I can't. But first, we need to remove these. And if you want to, really, you can leave this little piece on. Never take it off if you don't want to. Hey. But for now, we will remove the weapons. This does stay on very securely. There we go. Remove the gun, remove the sword. Let's just get little Daniel out of here. Come here, Daniel. Come here. So now we will get down to helicopter mode, and to do that, we're going to start with the back here, and we're just going to untab these sections here. Just bring them down. We're just going to get them out of the way for now. So untab that. Just bring them down and get them out of the way. And we will work on the front. Oh, one more thing we need to do back here is we need to take this panel here and untab it from the legs. Bring that up. And once we got that going, we can do this section first. So we can rotate this around, and this will collapse down. This will collapse back, like so. That'll just tab in right there. There you go. So now we can move on to the front section and get this all transformed up here. So first thing you want to do is take this panel here, open this up, and flip the wheels in. And then we can close that back up right there. And then you just want to untab these sections here, just kind of get them out. And you want to take these sections here and just pull them up like so. Need to free these up and just bring that up like that. And once we've done that, can you stay like this? Can you stay? Can you stay? Nope. Okay. You just lay there for a second while I readjust. Alright, get back here. Alright, so now that we've done that, we're going to take this yellow section here, bring this out, and then flip this down, bring this around like so. Once we've done that, we want to take this section here, just bring that out. We want to rotate this around, and this will tab in right up in here. Just line that up and get that tabbed in. Come on, get in there. There we go. Tab that in. And there's a little post that will go right up in there. Just get that in there. And then you take this section and you bring it back. And that will tab in right there. And we'll just kind of leave this alone for now. We'll do the extra little touches at the end. Other side, second verse is just like the first. Bring that out. Bring that down. Flip that around. Grab his form. Rotate that around. And plug it in, plug it in. Get in there. There we go. And take this section in like so. And then bring that back. Tab that in like that. Again, we're just going to kind of leave all this alone for now. You want to take this section here, and this will slide up. You just want to slide it up halfway. You can see where those little nubs are. So you just want to bring it up right there. You'll kind of feel the soup. So bring that up like that. And now we will work on the legs. So what we're going to do here is you want to take this section and bring this up, and then just extend this, and all of this will just swing all around. You can see this little knee pad there will come with it. And then this will come around and that'll tab in right there, like so. Just kind of extend that out, take the fin, just swing that around to the other side. You want to take the wheel and just flip that in like so. You also want to take this little tab here and flip that in also. And then we just take the leg, bring it around, and you want to fold it at this bottom hinge here. And we're just going to leave that like that for now. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, the second vest, as always, just like the first. And bring it up on this hinge. At this point, we can use, he does have an ab crunch. At this point, it's easier to just kind of bring that ab crunch down. And then we can tab everything together. But before we tab the legs together, we actually get another point of storage here for his gun. And what you can do here is you can plug the gun right in here. Oh, actually, want to remove this bit. Need to remove this little clip here. Come on. Come on. Give me. Give me. Thank you. So you just want to plug that in there like so. And you can see right up here is a little tab that will go into this slot right here when you close the legs up. So it's very clever how they incorporated storage there for the gun for helicopter mode as well. So you just tab everything together like so. You just come under here. You just make sure that the gun is tabbed in, which it is not. There we go. Just line that up. And you can see how that storage works there. Again, pretty clever. Pretty clever. And once we have all this situated, now we can just bring all of this up like so. And this will just kind of slide back and tab in right in there on either side. Like so. And once we've done that, now we can take these arm sections and just tab them in on either side. Get everything all situated. Boom. And whoops. And boom. Like that. And these bits here just kind of angle down and angle back like that. Angle down, angle back. Straighten all this out. Straighten all that out, get all that situated, and we are pretty much done here. And the final touch is we bring in the sword and we just split the blade down the middle here and just bring it out to either side. That plugs in up top, and there you go. There you have the helicopter mode. And it looks pretty good. I can work with that. I can work with that. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. It's not as squozen together as it should be. There we go. Get it nice and squozen. Yeah. Pretty good looking helicopter mode, in my opinion. And, you know, it spins kind of freely. Not totally freely, but you can get couple good rotations out of it. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. And for comparison, here he is with Open and Play's Springer in helicopter mode. Here he is with Fans Toys Springer. And here he is with G1 Springer because he's precious. Oh, so precious. Now there's one bit of transformation here with the helicopter mode that is pretty much optional. You can do it, you cannot do it. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. There are these panels down here that you can flip out, and the easiest way to get them flipped out, you have to bring this back and then just kind of open this section up here and get the head kind of out of the way. You can get in here and just pull these little panels through. They're on a hinge so they can bend out. And just kind of pull these out. And basically, the arms will just kind of tab in here on either side like that. And then you can just close all this back up and just get all this situated again. And there you go. So, you know, it's, like I said, it's nothing detrimental. You can do it. You cannot do it. It really Doesn't matter, but hey, you know, it's a thing you can do if you want to do it. Like, it doesn't really add any extra stability or anything. And like the arms, you know, once you have them tabbed up here, they stay just fine. So, you know, again, it's a thing you can do, or a thing you can not do. Either way, doesn't matter. But hey, if I don't show it off, 100 people will tell me about it. But that is basically it for the helicopter mode, so let's get down to robot mode, shall we? I can spin the helicopter at least. Woo. So, let us begin, of course, by removing the blades here. And then we're just gonna take the back section here, just kind of crack them in half, and we will work on the legs first. So you just want to untab all of this. Want to remove the gun, put that off to the side, and just kind of bring these out so we have some room to operate. So you just want to take this fin here, swing that in. You want to untab this section here, and then just rotate all this around, collapse this back down like so, tab that in, make sure this little kneecap piece stays out, and then we just straighten the leg out, and we rotate at the thigh. And then this fin here just swings to the back of the leg. And then we just come down here to the foot. We flip out the foot. We bring down the heel, and the toes do extend outward, like so. And there you have a leg all done. Second verse is just like the first. And now he has 2 legs. Hooray for legs. So now we can just collapse this back up here, snap that back into place, and we can move on to the upper body. So you just want to take this section here, just kind of get this up and out of the way. You want to unpeg this section here, untab the forearm. You can see this section here will tab in to complete the look there of the elbow, and then you just bring this down, rotate this around. You want to take this, just swing that in, bring that down, and then we come here and open up this panel, flip out his hand, give me the hand, close it back up, and then we just take shoulder piece here, bring it out to the side, bring it over, and this we'll just tab in right back here, collapse that, bring that back, and there you have an arm all done. And the last thing we need to do is just take this hinge here and just extend it out all the way, like so. And there you have that all done. Second verse is just like the first. And now he has 2 arms. Hooray for arms. So now we need to come back here. You want to take this section and just slide this all the way back, because we need to untab this and crack this open so we can get his head out. And you want to flip this panel out, and we're going to bring this down, and this is going to tab in at 2 points right there. Get lined up, and it should just snap right in like so. Once we've done that, we can close that back up, and now we can take this section here and just slide it all the way up, like so. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we're done. And there you have SALTUS, aka Springer, in his robot mode. And he is definitely a good-looking Springer. I like it. I do very much like it. So let's get in closer. Not on his chest, on his noggin. There it is. And a nicely done head sculpt, in my opinion. Got some nice blue there for the eyes. Got some yellow in there as well. Nice and springery. But oh no, pretty nicely done design. Looks pretty cartoony. And also a pretty clean transformation also. As you can see, it does have a little bit of a kind of backpack sticking out there, but all in all, it is a fairly clean transformation. Now, articulation-wise, the head can rotate, can do a full 360, can look up and down. You also have a hinge there at the base of the neck, which allows him to look even further down or a little bit further up. So you have that at your disposal as well. Shoulders can do a full 360. They can move in and out quite far. You'd also have those double hinge in there. So if you want the shoulders to sit a little closer to the body, you can just kind of bring them in. You can also use that hinge to get a little bit of forward and backward movements at the shoulders as well. You do have bicep rotation, which is quite snug on mine. You have a double jointed elbow, so you get a nice range of movement there. It does have posable hands. The wrists can rotate, and you get some posable fingers here. The thumb is on a ball joint at the base, as well as a hinge right there. And the index finger has a hinge at the base, as well as a hinge there and a hinge there. It's usual, cat hair not included. But you got a fully articulated index finger, and then the other three fingers are just on a hinge at the base, but they do move individually. So you get some pretty nice posable hands. You do have waist rotation as well as that ab crunch there. These little panels can move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move forward that far, back that far. It's a stiff joint too. Outward, you can do the full splits. You got thigh rotation. You have a double jointed knee, so you get a nice full range of movement there. And the feet, they can move up, they can move down. You also have the extra hinge there, so you can move way down. And you do have ankle tiltage as well as a toe joint. If you need it, that moves up and down. You can also move that heel up and down if you need to support any poses. So now let's run through some features and accessories here. You can open up these panels on his forearms here. He has on both sides. And you got the little forearm blasters that he had in the '86 movie, which is pretty cool. And as far as his other weaponry goes, we can give him his gun. We can just flip down the handle. You can see it's the typical tab in the slot in the palm method of weapon holding. You can give him his gun, so we can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. And we can also give him his sword. It just connects the same way. Just tab it into his hand, like so. You can slash, 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 slash. So there he is with his weapons. If you want, you can use these little connector bits. You can just plug them right back here where they were in the vehicle mode. And you can have the gun and the sword just stored there on his back if you want to. So you do have storage for his weapons in robot mode as well. He also has the missile grenade bomb thing that he had in the '86 movie because he's got better things to do tonight than die. So, you know, hey, you can have him holding that if you want. He also comes with this trident spear here, so you can recreate that one thing that happened in that one scene in that one episode of the cartoon. You know, hey, something you can do if you want to do it. There's no tabs for him to secure it to his hand, but you know, he actually does still hold it pretty securely though. So, you know, hey, you can have that going on if you want to. Again, things you can do if you want to do them. Now you do have options as far as how these shoulder pieces sit. You can have them sitting just like that per the instructions, or if you want, you can untab them and bring them up over the shoulders like this, and they will tab in this position as well. So you can have that look going on if you want to, or if you want, you can have them sitting at an angle. They won't tab in this position, but you can have them at an angle like that. So again, you got options there. And the last accessories that are included are optional head sculpts. So here's the first one. Now, this is the head that actually comes installed on the figure when you take it out of the box, but I already swapped it out for the more cartoony one. But just so you can see them side by side, you can see it's a little more angular, a little bit more spiky. He's got more of a chin going on there. So, hey, that's one option as far as head sculpts go. And you also get a happy, smiling Springer head sculpt. You can have him be happy, Springer. Yay! And the heads are very easy to swap out. It's just a single screw here on the back. Just undo the screw, take the head apart, put it on, tighten the screw. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But you have options as far as head sculpts go, and as always, options are good. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with the open and play Springer. You can see how that works out. Here he is with Fans Toys Springer. You can see he's a little bit shorter than the Fans Toys version. And here he is with G1 Springer because he's precious. Oh, triple the precious. Okay. Here he is with Masterpiece Hot Rod. Here he is with Fans Toys Hoodlum. Here he is with MP10. I just sold my Ocular Max RC, so I don't have her for comparison anymore. Sorry, but I do still have the Fans Toys RC. You can see how they look side by side. Here he is with Fans Toys Cup. And last but not least, here he is with Masterpiece Magnus. So, there you go. So there you have SALTUS. He's a really nicely done figure. I think he's my new favorite Springer that I own. I just really dig this. The robot mode is really nice and cartoony. The alt modes, not so much, but they're still pretty good. The transformations aren't super complicated, so it's pretty easy to get him from mode to mode. And he is all around a very solid, sturdy figure. Very good quality. I dig it. I dig it. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of Ocular Max's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Ocular Max SALTUS, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud. Palm in your face. Hey, Springer. Yeah, listen, I know you have better things to do, always, but I really need your help here. What is it, kid? Well, see, it's Cup. You know he's elderly. So, you know, the joints don't really work like they used to, so, he always needs me to wash his back. That's kind of gross. Yeah, I know. There aren't electric shocks strong enough to erase the memories, man. I just don't know what to do. How do I get out of doing this? Simple. Just tell him you have better things to do. Better things to do? I mean, would that actually work? Oh, it's because that's what you always say. I just got it.